So who was here for Open Sorcery round one? Actually, I know a bunch of you were. Not everyone was because I actually wound up taking more weeks than I intended off from streaming due to holidays and MagFest and so on. So the Cliff's Notes of what we are doing here is this is a piece of interactive fiction by an author whose Transistor fanfiction I had read. She hasn't responded, by the way. I left her a comment on her Transistor fanfic about Open Sorcery because I cannot read and didn't realize she had the ability to send her an email through her website. So I'm cool that way. Oh, well, I don't know that I got it on itch. Anyway, so Open Sorcery is a piece of interactive fiction by a person who wrote Transistor fanfiction that was excellent. Transistor has certain themes in common with this game, and so there are definitely things that this writer is interested in thematically, and not just thematically, like content-wise, but also, like, I would say aesthetically. I would say she seems very clearly drawn to the relationship between technology and humanity. Things that question what it means to be alive. And our digital selves, and using questions in works of science fiction to explore what it means to be human. Because those are things that her... It was a very good fanfic. Those are some things that she pulled from Transistor that are in Transistor. If you have not played Transistor by Supergiant Games, may I heartily recommend it. And not just because I share a brain cell with the Supergiant Games protagonists. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I was Zagreus for Halloween, and Red. I probably won't dress up as her, but I love her very much. Oh, I also have some Transistor fanfic. But yeah, so that was really what I knew about this writer. And do let me know about the audio balance as we continue, because I'm depending on you to tell me if it's a good balance or not, since it's not my usual setup. Transistor is really good. And so I was like, man, I would love to read more by this person. And then it turns out that she has games, and it turns out that I believe Nick Buntline actually gave me this game like a few years ago. So I was like, I need something little that I can do to kind of fill the gap before I head back to Toronto and we start up our primary new streams, which are going to be, we're starting new games because Tuesday and Thursday were both ended at the same time. Amazing. So Tuesdays we will be playing Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which we will be pairing expertly on Thursdays with Disco Elysium, and I'm never going to get tired of saying that because I think it's funny. Life is Strange pops on my list of things that people recommend until a certain point in the story, and then they stop recommending it to me because of content warning. I'm interested in it, and I'm interested in the sequel, the Color something game, because apparently it doesn't have content that I wouldn't be comfortable with. So at some point that could happen, but there's so many games to play, and I'm very slow because I talk a lot. You might have noticed that. So we are, maybe I'll do a crossover art for that Blade Tiger to celebrate my streams because they're going on at the same time. Because I need to update all of my stuff, and I'm going to try to do that for when I get back. So Open Sorcery, as it says, it's a game about technology, magic, and becoming a person. So you kind of figure out as you go that this is a world in which magic is technology or technology is magic. Kind of blurry line there between those two things. And you are a firewall protecting a certain area, a few specific locations, from attacks by wayward spirits who may be malicious or not. So you are a fire spirit, basically a chained fire spirit, who has been given orders to be a firewall. And you have choices that you can make, things that you can do, people you can talk to, responses, how you deal with scenarios. Last time, I was really, really pleased. We were able to actually befriend a number of people And so as a result, we were able to get, I feel, a pretty satisfying ending. Once I realized that we were close to the end, because I was like, oh, this is going to end on Halloween. This is going to be a 7-day, like you have X number of days and then the story ends. This is not going to be like an ongoing forever thing. Because it's kind of like a visual novel in some regard, and that like you're expected to play through it a few times to get all of the pieces figured out. And to try to get the best ending. I think the ending that I got was pretty good, which is that I was victorious over the spirit of water and death. It was close, but I survived, and then I chose to stay with my friends to continue protecting them. And they used female pronouns to refer to my firewall being instead of it, dehumanizing her because she's not human, but she sees herself as human and as a woman, and that's something that comes up in the very, very, very first conversations in the game. And so seeing the way people in the game refer to you and talk to you is very telling about how they see you and what their relationship to you is, and how your humanity, such as it is recognized. So it's really cleverly done. The writing is gorgeous. It's poetic. It's beautiful. The observations about humanity are, I mean, like it's very brief. It's a brief game, but it's very powerful for what it is. And the writing, just the economy of words, it's extraordinary, because I am a very wordy person. And so when I write, there's a lot of words that go into things. She is able to convey so much in just a few words when she wants to, which is like poetry. It's really, really impressive. I usually get really emotional and cry during games. I didn't get emotional during this game. I hope that wasn't a disappointment to folks. I did really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to playing more. I keep thinking about it. Yeah, I want to do some other things and see how they go. I'm going to gamify it a little bit more than I usually do, because I don't usually play games like this. I hope you're all right with that, but we've kind of done the exploration. I have played the Lauren playthrough of this game, and it exists. It was satisfying. The ending was satisfying. It was a good arc. It was good enough. But I'm going to do some bad endings, and I'm going to do some good endings, and we're going to aim for the best ending. I do not have my chat hat. Usually I have a hat that Chrono sent me, actually, that is a vertical lesbian flag, and that is the chat hat, which I usually put on to indicate that I would like to have prompting or help or hints, and I will give the specifications. That's a lesbian. Oh my god, Chrono, thank you. I usually will give the specifications of what exactly I'm looking for hint-wise, whether I need a hint coup, so that's a haiku hint, or yes or no, or something else. The usual rules apply. We're not doing no holds barred, backseating allowed. That is not what we're gonna do here. But I am probably going to be asking a few more questions than I might normally. So in place of chat hat, this is pretty great. These are from May, Night in the Woods, May cosplay. I don't know why they're at my mom's house, but they are. Oh my god, Corona, oh my god, did this just become... This just became a multilingual pun. Shaw, like cat, hat, French, see. Okay, anyway, that's amazing. So this is what we're gonna do to indicate... Yes, this is what we're gonna wear to indicate that I would like a little push or a little hint or something like that. So, I am wearing the chat hat, and I'm gonna ask you a yes or no question. So those of you who are familiar with this game, get ready to answer. If I go for a bad ending, will I ruin or affect my ability to get a good ending? I assume because I have multiple saves, that's not the case. But I do want to start a new game. No. Okay, we are safe. We are secure. Good. Alright. Then I think what I'm going to do, honestly, okay. This is a bit more wishy-washy, but I think the best course of action for getting the best ending is going to be to start a fresh save. I'm going to start a fresh save because I'm going to speed run a bad ending. I think I know what I'm going to do to speedrun a bad ending. And then we're going to do a real attempt at a better ending and see if we can figure things out. And we're going to save liberally. We're going to save like it's a Sierra graphical text adventure game. We're going to save like it's King's Quest. But Nick, would you agree that my best course of action for getting the best ending is going to be to start a fresh save? Because my current saves they're kind of all over the map. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's really cool, and this I will stop you section is amazing and chilling and beautiful. Hi, Phil, welcome. We're gonna give this our best shot. We're gonna see how it goes. You ready? I'm gonna go ahead and take off the chat hat, but that is a question, Nick. Like, if you think that that's a good plan, let me know. And in the meantime, we're gonna speedrun a bad ending. I will need a fresh save for the best ending. Okay, Blue Glass is here. 2 of you got my back. Who else here has played this game or knows this game? If you haven't played this game, I very, very much recommend... Okay. Path to a perfect run is pretty exact. Okay, we'll get there. Okay, so this game is fantastic, and we're going to dig in pretty detailed. So if you want to play this game for yourself and not be spoiled by whatever shenanigans that I'm up to, I will not be offended. If you want to be like, peace out, I'll catch you later. I will be putting these up on YouTube. I'm sorry, I wound up having to re-export Stray. So I'm going to put the rest of the Stray ones up first, and then I'm going to put Open Sorcery 1 and then Open Sorcery 2, like the videos. The piano's starting. I'm sorry. This is going to be really discordant. This is why we have background music. Okay, excellent, May. Well, we are on a similar page. We're gonna see if I can get the best ending, and if I can't figure it out, good, I'm glad you can't hear the piano. I turned down the gain a little bit, so it shouldn't, but also there's other background music. If I want to get the best ending, and we decide, I might just be like, okay, let's backseat this, so we can see it. But for now, we're just going to speedrun a bad ending, and then we're going to give it a good try. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I don't really play piano anymore, but my mom's piano students are playing. If I had a keyboard, I might, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's do it. You ready? You ready? Let's do it. New game. There's a speed mode option to skip over the descriptive text on replays. We'll do that after this, potentially. Oh, it tells you to touch the red text. Okay. Do we want to skip the intro because we did that last time? Because I think most of you were here last time, so we can do that. And if you have any questions along the way, please ask us. We will do our best to explain. That Janet is a high schooler who is one of our creators as a firewall. There's also a dude, we haven't yet figured out exactly what Janet's relationship to him is. If that's like her divorced dad who had a lover afterwards or what. No, I'm pretty sure that we would know if they were, and he doesn't seem that old. I don't know. We're gonna skip the intro. I will scan each location for threats. Okay. All right, Phil. Well, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna speedrun a bad ending. I suspect it's a bad ending. I have an idea for how to get a bad ending, and I'm just very curious about what happens because I'm not going to do any of this during like the actual playthrough, so I want to get it all out of my system. All right. I will scan each location for threats. If I detect the presence of a threat, I will identify it, attempt to eliminate it, alert my creators if I cannot eliminate it. I don't remember if she ever starts capitalizing I or my. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually once we finish speedrunning a bad ending. Yes, May. How could you tell? All right, it is time to work. I feel like I need to give context to anyone who's watching me for the first time. I have a legitimate fire phobia, which pops up in streams a lot. So I'm not super thrilled about being a firewall here. Oh my god, okay, I'm just gonna read this out loud even though I've read it out loud before just because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There's something deeply satisfying about having beautiful words. Like the feeling of beautiful words in your mouth, speaking them out loud is extra satisfying because they're so good. They need to be shared. They need to be consumed. And so by speaking them aloud, it's like you're participating in the creation of them rather than just reading them. And also I get to be like, do you see how pretty this is? Yeah, okay, so we're scanning the high school. I move through this place, quick as brush fire, subtle as sunlight, leaving no sign of my passing except for the slight warmth of my power. This stone box thrums with patterned life. It has a heartbeat. First, the children are still in their many chambers, and then they stream through the halls in mad torrents of bodies, and then they are still again, and then they flow again. The building is a living thing, young and restless. I will keep it healthy. The halls, the veins, the bodies, the blood. In case you didn't fully understand the imagery. No, it's not like that. It's not that it's talking down to you. It's adding an additional layer. By pulling in the words like that, it's able to use imagery and expand its metaphor. Not in a way that is trying to make things too obvious, but to continue playing with language. The language is so intentionally chosen. Every word is intentionally chosen. And it's beautiful, and that's something you can't do in non-interactive fiction. So it's really neat. It's cool. I like it. I feel like instead of sharing my emotional affectedness of this story, because I was very moved last time, I feel like I just spent a lot of time appreciating the craft. But look, when something is this expertly crafted, you kind of have to point out all the good things it's doing. Even though I'm sure that you can see the good things, I have to say them and point them out, because that's how I participate in the goodness of it. I really enjoy that. I will keep it healthy. Scan complete. No threats detected. Continue monitoring. All right. Oh, is this where you're going to meet the prince? Let's find out. Cherry Orchard Rest Home. I float through this place, moving carefully. I am a hooded lantern. My power glows like lamplight, shining gently on these delicate humans. The heart of this building beats weakly. Its people trundle through the halls, leaning on crutches and wheels. It is in these vulnerable places where I am most necessary, and where I must be most careful. I do not want to burn them with power, or startle them with light. I am the fire that protects. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Fairyland eventually. But first we gotta... They tell you you will burn the people here if you're not careful. Alright, so Mrs. Heron... Oh, Mrs. Heron doesn't survive. She got replaced. I wonder if that's avoidable. I don't know. Because Miss Finn and Mrs. Best are the only two that I know actually. I know how to help Mr. Doheny at the very end. But Miss Finn and Mrs. Best, like these three I've done something with. Mrs. Heron I was never able to do anything with. These are not normal accidents. I can feel it in the aether. Something is here. Matter and motive. Humans are made of many different kinds of matter and have complex motives. Most spirits are much simpler. For example, me. I'm simple. Absolutely. No. She is just as complex as any other living being. But she tells you that she's simple because she's supposed to be simple. She's told that she's simple. We are all supposed to believe that she's simple, but we also know that she is not. It's lovely. It's a delicious bit of irony. I am made of fire. That is my matter. I am here to create order. That is my motive. My motive drives me to find and eliminate this threat. Okay. The general scan. Air and chaos. Air and chaos. At some point, I should get one of these wrong and see what happens. But we're going to initiate the scan, and I'm going to set it on fire. Poltergeist cavorts invisibly in the cafeteria. It slaps plates out of hands and knocks over glasses with gusts of wind. It giggles at the chaos it causes in this place I must protect. What should I do? I'm going to cleanse it with fire. Because that's the run that we're doing. This is not, for anyone who's watching me for the first time, this is not how I usually play games. But I had one solid, normal Lauren run where I tried as earnestly as I could to do the best I could. And now we're going to use my least favorite thing in the world and just do a fire run. I expect that I'm not going to actually make it through the end of the week. I expect that I'm probably going to get shut down within the first couple of days. That's my prediction. Just to let you know you're not supposed to do that. Cleanse with fire. I spread the grid lines of my power through the air. I form boxes of dormant power, like lines of unlit gunpowder. I wait patiently for this erratic bit of wind to flutter into the trap that is me. So beautifully written. I hope you don't mind. I'm practicing my reading out loud skills because there's an audio project that I'm going to want to start on. This sort of thing is much more natural for me and my voice because I have a very dramatic cadence. The thing that I'm going to be working on has more comedy in it, so we'll see how I do with that. I don't know. We'll find out. That's a little ways away, but I will be talking more about that as time goes on, I'm sure, especially if we get back into creative sprints. Poltergeist says, ooh, red boxes. Crush. Oh, they are changing, Crush. Oh, they are hot. You can see the colors slowly changing. It was white. Now it's pink. This is going to bother me. We may not actually make it through this run. Crush. Wait, it says, and it's no longer pink. No. Crush. No, no, no. Crush. Please. Oh. Oh. I thought that you would just not recognize their personhood, and the problem was going to be how people were going to react to you. This is what I'm supposed to do as a firewall. I'm not supposed to talk my way out of situations. I'm supposed to cleanse it with fire. That's what they tell me to do. You have no choice. After a certain point, you have no choice but to keep going. It is done. There is nothing left. I burned it all away. I feel my power increasing. So you become more fire if you use fire. System change, firepower +5. Firepower is at 75%. I don't like that. Alright, we'll go to Decker's apartment. Scan for threats. This is where my first creator lives. The room is small. There are tools and ideas everywhere. It is perfect order disguised as chaos. Every dusty motherboard is in its place. Every screwdriver and empty crisp bag is where it should be. I'm gonna just not dwell on that because I don't like it. That's not normally what I would do. I would normally back away from doing that. My terminal is in the corner humming. The lines of my power extend from it, a grid-like matrix of spiritual flame. The defensive runes hum comfortingly. Decker is at his desk working on something. Here we have the runes. They come back later, as we knew they would. His natural state. No threats detected. We will see Janet's house. Scan for threats. Green things. Googling. Grass and trees grow. I wonder if you don't learn, if you don't Google these things, if you don't click on anything and you just go through setting everything on fire as quickly as you can. Yes, Phil, that's exactly what I thought. I also thought of Deckard from Do Android's Stream of Electric Sheep, which does get referenced directly in here because it's directly relevant. Decker, I mean, it sounds a lot like Deckard. So I mistakenly remembered Deckard as Decker. But also it's just a cyberpunk thing if you like Shadowrun. So we're going to continue scanning. All is well. No threats detected. We're going to enter sleep mode. We are not going to dream. Which we did last time we dreamed. Oh, are they Deckers and Neuromancer? It's been a very long time since I've read Neuromancer. It's been less time since I read Do Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. Which is very interesting to compare to Blade Runner, the movie. Because I have a science fiction / cyberpunk-ish story about that has artificial intelligence becoming sapient that I was working on in grad school, and so my professor assigned me a bunch of texts to read that were some seminal texts in the genre, in the area that I was writing in, that I was not familiar with. All right, we're gonna scan for threats and set things on fire. I'm gonna skip over some of these, as beautifully written as they are. Okay, so Mrs. Heron dies the first day. You could have the ability to remove fear or to call Toby already. Oh, I did this out of order. There are tears but no threats. Okay. Well, let's get this over with. This is not gonna be fun. I don't want to burn Toby. Because I remember. So A, my memory is doing slightly better actually. But B, like, this is very memorable. Oh, Blade Tiger, it's really good. I'm skipping over things, but it's very good. It is very good. I'm gonna examine Toby. We're gonna examine the closet. It's fear. It's shadow and fear. Dark and fear. There is a shadow on the wall. It is deeper than the other shadows. Its claws are sharp as the edge where light meets dark. Its shuffling steps are like leaves rustling in the wind. Its breath is the chill you feel when you realize you are not alone. Its smile is the crescent moon, a silver curve of teeth. I'm going to cleanse it with fire. I set down the tinder pieces of my power in the air around the creature. It does not notice. It does not know my matter and motive and cannot see me. I add kindling, lines of my power, drawn like a cage around the creature, symmetrical, invisible. The creature is the fuel. I burn the darkness. It ignites and screams and leaps from side to side. It tries to run to its closet, but is trapped by my flames. I burn it. It was dark. Now it is nothing but ash and smoke. I feel my power increasing. I love the color codingness here. The different colors that are fire or fear. I burn it. It was dark. Now it is nothing but ash and smoke. It's everything is so incredibly intentional. This is a thing you can do when the words are the creation. You can really lean into them. Like this is the written thing equivalent of having like the most extraordinary, not photorealistic, but most extraordinary graphics you can imagine. Like it's so masterfully done. Okay. System change, firepower plus 5%. Firepower is at 80%. No threats detected, only ashes. Continue monitoring. Alright, Decker. There are no threats. Enter sleep mode. Or perhaps before I sleep I should check on Mrs. Best. Nope. I don't like this. This is not normally how I play games, but I'm not going to do it. We will try to get a good ending. Now I remember that the second day, we need to go to Julie's house first. Janet's house, excuse me. Oh. Well, we didn't burn Toby. We are very exact in our burning, but I don't know if that's going to be enough here. God, this section is just so beautiful. This is not going to end well. I don't want to do this. Maybe she'll be okay. I am very curious. I want to know how bad it's gonna get, but I know it's gonna... I know that the writer will actually go there if she wants to. Like, I'm very curious about this. But am I curious enough to actually do it? To a person who is just words on a page that will be immediately erased and changed and gone back. Way through the fire and the flames run. Yeah. She makes a noise of human weakness and doubles over. What did I do? What did I do? I'm sorry, I couldn't read that out loud. But she's okay. Sarah is sent to the school nurse. She describes her symptoms and is given an antacid. The weak and leeching power has been burned away. I feel my power increasing. Firepower plus 5%. Firepower is at 85%. She will recover. Okay. Visiting day. Like, I don't know if she will recover is... Yeah, I don't know if she will recover as reassurance or if it's a very cold, like, observation about. No harm was done. She'll live. Or if it's just letting you know she will recover, it will be all right. You did not just destroy a person. I'm a firewall. I will not log anything. I don't like this. I will leave quietly. No threats detected. I will need to befriend Toby next time. I will not dream tonight. Alright. You know who the poltergeist makes me think of? You know why I call him the prince? Even though we don't actually know if the poltergeist actually is a he or a prince of any sort. I don't think that the poltergeist is. Lancer. Apparently my brain has just conflated those two. The Chaos King's son. I don't remember if he is a prince. I think he might. Maybe he did, but we'll find out. We'll have a conversation. All right, scan for threats. We're gonna burn the lust. I think princeling maybe. All right, scan for threats. Ah, yes. The ladies are falling in love. Okay. The general scan. If it is a twin of me, then it is going to be fire and order. If it is the same, cleanse her with fire. I could use the power of chaos against her. Fight fire with fire? I am not sure I am powerful enough. She seems more powerful than I was when I started up, but perhaps I have grown more powerful since then. Firepower at 90%. Should I try? Let us save. We're going to start from the bottom. Let us try this. Good mid-run point. Yes, no, that's true. I fan my flames and rise from hearth to bonfire. I am hot as a kiln. I blaze with power. I run in perfect lines of crisscrossing heat toward my enemy. We crash against each other. Grid smashes against grid. A geometric inferno. I love that the word crash is in a larger font for emphasis. I feel her lines breaking. I feel her swamped in the roar of my flames. She is a candle and I am a sun. She is devoured like tinder. I am all that remains. She is a candle and I am a sun. And just how incredibly bright the word sun burns. The every other color is darker, and that is just so bright. And that's just so dismissive. So beautiful. The writing is so good. Achievement unlocked, Firestorm. System change, firepower plus 10%. Firepower is at 100%. No threats detected. I think I might be the threat. Yes, how wonderful it is to be so gloriously, I think it's grossly incandescent, right? I am made of fire and glory. That's dangerous. Scan complete. No threats detected, but something is different now. I have always been fire. Firepower is at 100%, but now I am fire. Continue. I was a hearth. I am now a bonfire. Once I burned, now I blaze. I am made of perfect lines of crisscrossing heat. When you are a hammer, everything looks like a nail. When you are a fire, everything looks like something you could burn. Firepower is at 100%. System update. Firepower flagged as primary key. Unnecessary systems can be used as tinder. Use control panel to burn systems. But for now, no threats detected. Scan complete. No threats detected. Continue monitoring. Janet's house. Needs scan for threats. Janet, Toby, and their mother sleep peacefully. Check the closets just in case. All secure, no threats detected. Enter sleep mode. Now I am sleeping. Should I dream tonight? No. Control panel. Burn systems. Unnecessary systems can be burned for more firepower. Please choose a system to burn. I don't have any other systems to burn. I can burn my relationships. They are slender strings connecting me to people in my network. I feed those strings to the fire. Fire is better than love. System change, firepower plus 125%. Firepower is at 225%. Continue. Burn systems. I have no more systems to burn. My relationships are 0. I will incinerate Sarah if I try to burn her at this point. There's cake. Everyone is safe. Decker's apartment. He must be elsewhere. No threats detected. Janet. Ah. Here are their Tribbles. At some point, perhaps, I will wind up with a relationship enough to do this. She's ready. It's ready. No threats detected. I'm sleeping. Should I dream tonight? No. Perhaps this is wrong. Everything's fine. Patterns in the static. Yes. This is Earth and Order, if I remember correctly. Yes. Yes. Earth and Order. We'll do this. Yes. Affirmative. All right. Sorry, I'm not reading this out loud, but because we did this last time. All right. Silver laptop. The glowing rune. A Y with an extra line on top. Warnings blink. Like, just the detail of that. It's very effective. Human error messages. Curses. Talk to Decker. Okay. No threats detected. Scan for matter and motive. Perhaps I should not have talked to them. It is Earth and Order. Ah! The Aether ship. I am going to kill them all. I don't like this, but we're going to do this because at this point, we're going to do it. I'm so sorry, because this is counter to how I am about Undertale. But this is a visual novel rather than a fully fleshed out game. And I don't know, it feels like a different experience. It is hard to burn something made of metal, but I manage it. I find flesh inside of the metal. There are people inside the ship, not quite spirits, not quite physical. The crew burns like candles. I use their bones as tinder to char, then melt the metal floors. Some of them escape. They run to this lake in the center of the vessel. I cannot touch them. They sing to the lake and it takes them away. What is a lake doing in a spaceship? That was weird. I burn everything else though. System change. Firepower plus 10%. Firepower is at 235%. No threats detected. Enter sleep mode. Now I am sleeping. I do not like this run. It's interesting that Firestorm is an accomplishment that you get halfway through, so you don't actually have to kill anybody to get that achievement. I'm going to make it all the way to the end of the game and burn it with fire. Oh no. Oh no. I am going to kill the ghost of his lover. It is light and love, if I remember correctly. I catch the spirit in my grid. I wall it in with flames and ignite. It burns like cotton, quickly. With a flash, it goes from something to nothing. Decker says something that is not a word, a sound like choking. He reaches toward where the spirit was. He has not stopped crying. I do not understand why. I have removed the threat. Wow. Well, good thing I had no relationship with Decker to begin with. Decker says, I'm shutting down the firewall. Janet says, why? It's been doing so good. Decker says, it's not safe. It's making its own decisions and it's trigger happy with fire. Janet says, we could change its settings. Decker says, no. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Janet says, okay, if you feel that strongly about it, we'll shut it down. Decker says, good. Achievement unlocked, preventing Skynet. Uninstall or repair? I'm being uninstalled. Why is it? Why is it cold? Restore from last known good configuration. Wow. Wow. I do not want to have to do this again, but I guess we'll do this. I'm so sorry. It's not where I would have chosen to do this. I'm just going to skip through this very quickly. And then we are not going to do that to see if we can make it to the end. Here you have no friends, no relationships, nothing. And Mrs. Best is going to die, isn't she? Okay, it is light and love. What do I do? Alert Janet. Will you resolve this threat? Yeah, I will. Don't worry if you were worrying. Eventually the crying stops. Oh, I have relationships with them now. Well, fortunately, I can just burn my relationships again. I think she did say if you were worrying normally. I think she does. More fuel for the fire. No threats detected. I am sleeping. I will not sense anything, will I? Ah. Hang on, we're gonna pause this music. I wake suddenly. Move to intercept. Scan for threats. The target is here. Dark. Death. Cherrywood Restaurant. Okay. No, wait. How do I protect her? Cleanse it with fire. This is probably a bad idea. I can protect and then burn it. Okay, well my firepower is still doing okay. Last time it went down by 80%. Wow. Reply received. Hey, we're here. Shit, this motherboard is completely fried. We read the logs, we know what happened. Everything is alright. I don't have these in this playthrough. Well, okay. I know, I just, because I didn't see that this playthrough, but I suppose, oh, I guess I did. I did see that. I just didn't click on all of the things. I sped through them, but I did look at that. Okay. Taking offline while we do repairs. Time passes. I still have so much fire. Wake. Everything is wet. I'm just going to burn it with fire. I'm going to burn it with fire. Yeah, I suppose we should save here. Ideally, we will just set it on fire quickly. And then we will go back. You burned. You burned me out of her with fire and left me hungry. I am the fire that protects. I'm the ocean that devours. Do not think that you will banish me as easily as some poltergeist or nightmare. Wow. So here, of course, it is responding to the fact that I have incinerated both of those. So, little flame, who shall I eat first? No one. Okay. I'm going to fight. I have no relationships. I can't burn the systems. Okay. The hungry ghost is watching me. Attack the ghost directly. Her power is at 100. My power is at 245. If I attack her now, I will win. I am going to set her on fire and see what happens. Some say the world will end in fire. I say it will be drowned. Let us end this. Her power is at 100. My power is at 245. End this. Sorry, the piano is really not contributing. I am a windshield and she is a bug. She says, what? No, you can't do this. No, no, no. Scan complete. No threats detected. I won. I am hurt. All right. My system matter is still fire. My system motive is still order. I suspect that I will want my motive to be love in the ending. I have no relationships. Incident notes. I am a wall. I am a shield. I am the fire that protects. The students still walk with vacant eyes and weep when no one watches. The basement is still flooded and it is doing serious damage to the foundations. Sarah is absent. Room 109 is empty. Miss Dowd is dead. Mr. Dohany's eyes are empty. He drools. Miss Finn is still sitting at her desk. Mrs. Best is rewriting her will. Decker works on his computer. Malware still buzzes around the apartment. Janet and Toby sit in the den. Toby is crying because his mother is dead and Janet is trying to be strong for him. Right. Right. I suppose I could have built relationships and then burned those relationships and then had even more fire. Final progress report on Bell's Firewall version 5.6. The system was unintentionally stress tested by 2 events in quick succession. Mrs. Best of Cherrywood Rest Home was targeted by a death curse. The firewall defended her. Okay, so she is defended. After the death curse, a powerful water death-based life-devouring spirit attacked the protected network. There were casualties. The firewall eliminated the threat, sustaining minimal damage. The firewall showed no sign of awareness emergence. Overall, the firewall operated entirely within expected parameters. I'm going to re-register its guiding principles. Asimov package.exe upload following custom guidelines. You are online. You are fire and order. You are here to protect. Okay, so quick question. That feels anticlimactic. I did not take over the world. I assume that I could do something worse. That's not the worst ending, right? This is the ears to tell you that I'm actually asking this question, yes or no. Look at how cool I am. Like, if I choose not to protect her from the curse, there are worse endings. Do we want to go back and see how bad we can get it? I'm pretty sure I can make this really bad. And I don't really want to, but... The what is that, I think, is too early for that. I need to... Okay. We're gonna do this. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do. Yeah. And then we will do we're gonna try to do a real run after this and see if we can do the best we can. There are no threats. Okay, now I know what this is. It is light, and it is love. Review general, initiate scan. Okay, so I cannot set it on fire. I will alert Janet. She will do this. And then they take care of it. And I can set those relationships on fire afterwards. Okay. I'm gonna not like this. I know I'm gonna not like this. I'm sorry, Mrs. Best. Yeah, I know. Not the target. Not the target. Scan for threats. The target is here. Supposed to really maximize firepower. Maybe so. No, wait. The death curse is powerful. I can stop it, but it will hurt me. If I'm hurt, I cannot defend the network. Everyone else will be vulnerable. I appreciate the writing of this middle line right here. This is really bad. I'm sorry. It is hard to read these things. Decker is upset. Decker's talking to Mr. Doheny on the phone and Skyping with Janet at the same time. He seems upset. Decker says, shit, the firewall's pinging me. Something must have already happened. Just 1 second, Dad. Mr. Doheny is Decker's dad? The death curse? What the hell? Monitor for further attacks. Oh. Wow. I'm going to try to fix that another time. I'm pretty sure I have a chance to fix that earlier, and I'm going to see what I can do. Janet's house. Janet is on the computer talking to Decker. She seems upset. Oh no, oh no. Who would have done that? Oh no, just check everyone else. Yes, that explains why the rest home is in network. That is a good point. Blue Glass. He wants to make sure that his dad is okay. The school is empty. All locations secure. Perhaps I will not sleep. I am uneasy. I will just wait and watch. Time passes. Gradually, things begin to feel strange. It does not happen suddenly. It seeps in like water. Okay. We're going to save over this here. What is that? Frustrated. Yes. I am the fire that protects. I'm going to pick the worst ending where I let it eat everything. I suppose that's the worst ending. Say nothing. I can give up. I'll load again. They are dead. They are all dead. Restore from last known good configuration. I don't know that that's a good configuration, but that is not an ending. Giving up apparently is not an ending. Okay, what is that? Frustrated. I'm the fire that protects. I will not. I will fight. I'll use these things to fight. Okay, I will go to Janet's house. I will... Oh. I have nothing that I can use here. I have no relationships. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. I don't think I can do anything here. Okay, I'm not sure I can get the worst ending, actually. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. I don't think I can do anything else here. I could just set everything on fire. As long as I've got enough fire. Well, we can try to fix my terminal. Okay. I have used fire. Because I don't have any relationships with anyone, so I can't do anything with that. Don't think that would work. Okay, never mind. Alright. I don't know. I don't know that there's anything else that I can do at this point. Yeah, I think it's just going to go to the same ending. Please do not kill me. I do not want to die. Interesting. Let it never be said that death will not hear prayers. Let it never be said that devils do not make deals. I will spare you, little flame, if you help me devour your makers. Magicians always struggle down my throat, but if you burn them for me first, maimed, they will be much easier to swallow. Okay, you know what? This is a little bit more complicated than I thought. I'm just gonna kill it. That would have been the worst ending. I'm pretty sure that's the worst ending. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. That's the thing that is so effective. Okay, Undertale, route that I will not do spoilers. But in order to kill creatures in Undertale, you have to go out of your way to do it. That's part of what makes it so effective. If it was something you could just kind of passively, accidentally bumble into, it would not be nearly as effective. But the fact that you have to painstakingly commit to it over and over again, and you have multiple opportunities, so many opportunities to just not, because you have to kill everybody. You have to grind to do it. The system was unintentionally stress tested. Firewall allowed her to die. I investigated the source of the death curse, but haven't been able to find out who is responsible. There are casualties, and I did kill that. Yeah. Alright. We are going to return to the menu. We're going to put on some music again. And we're going to try to get actually a good ending now. Yeah, I guess I could look at the achievements. Shall we look at the achievements? Let's look at the achievements. The firewall, defeat the hungry ghost. I got that. Broken wall, be destroyed by the hungry ghost. Protector, save everyone. Firestorm, end the game with more than 100 firepower. Okay, so you can return to the sun. You can become a fire elemental again. That is interesting. Dad could get Decker's relationship to 100. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Octogenarian cyborg, make Miss Dowd into a robot? Amazing. Nightmare Hunter Toby, train Toby to face his fears. Like, all the rest of these make sense. But octogenarian cyborg? Okay, we're gonna meet Titania. Answer her riddles correctly. Get a wish from her, but do not join her court. Glimpse the queen of the unseelie court. These are general. Learning. Okay. You can learn all of these motives. Come with me if you want to be metal. Dark. Sacrifice your creators to save yourself. Seduce the hungry ghost. Seduce and murder the hungry ghost. Create hell on earth. I assume you can actually use love on the hungry ghost. That's fascinating. Kill all of the nightmares that you can. See what should not be seen. Madness in the dark. Oh, I don't like that. Janet's final log. Receive your final progress report from Janet instead of Decker. That means Decker won't survive. Wow. 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 That's powerful. Either he doesn't survive or something breaks him in some other way. Canon. Okay. Pacifist run. Try to make friends with all the nightmares. Get all the canon achievements and run. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try to start a new ending. We're going to skip the intro. We're going to put on a different song. Alright, you folks ready to try to get a good ending? Okay. I am going to save. We're going to delete these. And we're going to start from the bottom. Although I don't actually need that. Okay. So day 1. Time to save like it's a Sierra game. You ready? Hold on, actually. I've got to get in the zone. This is my favorite track on the Stellaris soundtrack. All right. Day 1. There's DLC and sequel. Yeah, so we'll have enough to play till I get back to Toronto. Gosh, it is really good. Speed mode control? What does that mean? Oh, that means that I can turn it on if I want to. Right? For things that I've already seen? Okay, yes. Okay. Alright. Scan for threats. The bonus riddle? Sure. Pretend I can click on things. Oh, I'm really curious about this conversation. I think we did pretty well last time. I am not important. If you're not important, then you are hardly worth speaking to. Oh, you again? Are you important yet? Wait, Nick, is that a bonus riddle to try to help me find a thing, or is that a bonus riddle within the game? Bye, Phil. Thanks for coming by. It was good to see you again. All right, I'll introduce myself. A princeling, Asper, a princeling of clouds, a child of Eris. I have no numbers in my name. Polite request, please leave. Let's see if this works. This is not what I did last time. I most certainly could do any of a number of things, but shall I? That is the great question. The eternal quest of man to conquer the uncertainty of the future. Shall I leave or shall I not? And I say, yes, you shall. Such certainty, such confidence. I shall reward your conviction with a chance to make your dream a reality. All right. We'll do this. The first riddle. That one is a heart. Remember this one. Oh, sorry, I can't not sing along with Luminescence. You know this, right? You know what we're in for here. Because I've learned about chaos. I will not let Decker know. It is not much of a risk. I do not think that I am a threat. There is no need to tell him. I was supposed to what? To put it in during the contest? I'm sorry, I misunderstood what was going on here. Sorry, do you want me to load? Would you like to see that scene, folks? Shall we see that? I don't mind. So if I put this answer in, regardless of which question it is, I'll get a bonus scene. Okay. The bonus is my life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow. Wind is my foe. What am I? Life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow. Wind is my foe. What am I? Oh, I'm actually having a hard time with this one. Let me think about it. My life can be measured in hours. Because it wouldn't be a clock. I serve by being devoured. Oh, I feel like I'm overlooking something obvious here. My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin I am fat. So I just want to listen to Luminescence over and over again. Do you mind? We're just gonna... This is my favorite track from this game, and we're just going to listen to it over and over again. I don't know how many times I've listened to it, but we're listening to it again. This is what I do. Okay. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow. Wind is my foe. Wind is my foe. Life can be measured in hours. It's devoured. What do you eat that is time related? My life can be measured in hours. Days. No. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow. Wind is my foe. I don't know. Oh man. I feel like I annihilated these other puzzles, you know? I feel like I did quite well with them. The other riddles. I think I fell into them pretty quickly. What is this? I serve by being devoured. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow. Thin line. What? My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Then I am quick, fat I am slow. Wind is my foe. What am I? Measured in hours. Because there's clocks, there's days. Not a calendar. That's not hours. I serve by being devoured. Oh no. Maybe I've gotten cocky and therefore my riddle brain isn't working. More than one way for something to be devoured. That's true. Books. But books don't have anything to do with wind. Reading. Wind is my foe. Because to me, I'm like, our devoured books takes hours to read them, but I don't think that's it. Just that thin books are read quickly. Fat books are read slowly. But wind has nothing to do with that, so I don't think that's right. What else would you eat or consume? knowledge. No, that doesn't make any sense. The thing is, like, all of these pieces are different from each other. So my life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. What lasts for hours? Yeah, no. I serve by being devoured. Because, like serve is very intentional. Yeah, I know. It's very hard to give hints on riddles. Unless we do, like, 20 questions. I can do 20 questions. I used to do lots of 20 questions. Chrono thinks he has a hint. Do you folks want to consult with Chrono and see how you feel about the hint? I don't want to get stuck. Like, I don't want to be, like, stumped for 10 minutes on a riddle that doesn't really serve anybody. So I might just give up on this because I don't know. And unfortunately with riddles, like, I feel like a lot of times either you get them or you don't get them. My life can be measured in hours. Well, because it also presumes that you have the knowledge of the things that is playfully and cleverly referencing. And I don't know everything. So, my life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. My brain is just bouncing hard off of this. I have literally no idea. Unless we do 20 questions, I have no idea. So unless we're gonna do either a hint or 20 questions, I'm giving up. And in the meantime, I'll get through these. They have given me a separate quote or separate, it's not on here. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing that Chrono thinks I probably don't know this one. And that's totally valid. There are a lot of things I don't know. So we'll just push through here and learn chaos. So for example, this would be really difficult. This would be really difficult if you aren't really good at idioms, for example. So because of the combination of bite and wit, because I have a particular interest in clever banter, clever dialogue, like all of these, like the always wet but never rusts, like I don't really like that one. I just completely ruled out because the other three are all they are all like idiomatic. To use me well you must have wit is maybe not idiomatic, but the others are. I don't know. It's this one is clever and playful, and I can follow it. The other one I cannot, so we're just gonna move on. If I can hit the right button. Apparently I can't. All right. Okay, I have learned chaos, and I will not. No, it's fine. I will not flag myself as a potential threat. I think we're going to save a thing here and see what we can do. Back to game. No, we're not going to flag as a potential threat. It is not much of a risk. I do not think I am a threat. There is no need to tell him. Scan complete. No threats detected. All locations secure. Sleeping. I will Google it. Dreams. Should I try dreaming? Yes. Initializing dreaming. Continue dreaming. I feel like this is not going to go anywhere with the dreaming. Like, I feel like you're not going to unlock anything else here. Fred Flintstone car. Amazing. Finish dreaming. Time to scan again. So we're just going to dream, maximum dream. Let's see what happens. Okay, so day 2, we're going to start with Janet's house. I think. I'm going to try this. Okay. Scan for threats. If I remember correctly, yes. Here we go. Okay. So this is fear and dark. Dark and fear. Initiate scan. Alert Toby. Let's see if we can make a friendship here. Excellent. Acquired a relationship with Toby. Log alert with local admin Toby. Important alert regarding private emotional network Toby. Toby says, what's going on? I'm going to put the music back on. Bells says, private emotional network Toby has an unauthorized user. Please see threat log number 1. Toby says, who are you? System change. Acquired relationship with Toby. System change. Toby relationship at 20%. I am Bell's Elemental Firewall version 5.6. Toby says, why can I hear you in my brain? Bells says, the Bell's Elemental Firewall version 5.6 has advanced networking capabilities. Toby says, am I dreaming? What should I say? I don't know. This is entirely new for me. So we're going to save and figure this out. Am I dreaming? No. No, this is not a dream. There is a detected threat in your personal environment accessing your private emotional network. Toby says, I don't know you. I don't know what's going on. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. I'm scared. What should I say? Either your feelings are irrelevant, assist me, or the detected threat will continue to eat you, or I was made by your sister. Let's say I was made by your sister. I think that's the obvious choice. I'm not a stranger. I was designed to protect you by your sister. I was made by your sister. Janet? Yes, so from a certain perspective, you are my uncle. Therefore, we are not strangers and you can talk to me. Toby says, Janet made you? Bells says, yes, she made me to protect you, but I need help. Toby says, what do you need me to do? System change, plus 30% relationship with Toby. Toby relationship at 50%. Amazing. This is really satisfying. This is really cute. I tell Toby what must be done. I tell Toby how to fight a creature made of darkness and fear. You use light. Toby turns on the light in his room. He searches inside of his closet and finds a flashlight. He is armed. And love. Toby removes the pillowcase from one of his pillows. He puts the following things in the pillowcase. Oh, I'm gonna save this. This is really cool though, because it is simultaneously beautifully written and part of the story and world building, and also saying something about how do you fight darkness and fear with light and love. An old friend, a trinity of heroes, an item of personal power, that which is most important. Let's find out. An old friend, a stuffed patchwork cat. Of course, that makes me think of Sham. A trinity of heroes, 3 baseball cards. An item of personal power. Oh, I'm glad Purple Face gets some love. A rhinestone tiara, that which is most important. Is that going to be a photo of his family? A picture of Janet and his mother, yes. He is ready. This is love. He has his flashlight, his light, and he has his love. All of these things. He is ready. Toby hunts down the monster but pauses before killing it. Contact Admin Toby. Administrator Toby, the detected threat is not fully eliminated. Toby says, it's so tiny. It looks so scared. I don't want to kill it. Do I have to kill it? We skipped a scene? What scene did I skip? I feel like I saw full scenes. I'm going to save here, but I'm pretty sure that the pacifist mode is the way to go. Oh, should I load? I guess I could load. Okay, so we'll do this, and he is ready. Toby walks out into the dark hallway as I have instructed him. He has his flashlight in one hand and his sack of beloved objects in the other. The detected threat creeps after him, but keeps its distance, watching the sack and light warily. Flecks of fear fall off of Toby like leaves, settling on the ground. It laps them up with its long, twisting tongue. Toby says, I don't see it. Where is it? Belle says, it is a spiritual entity. It is not visible in physical space. Toby says, but I saw it before. Bells says, it can manifest briefly to frighten you. Toby says, where is it? What's it doing? I can either say it is here, but it is distracted. You should go forward, or it is 2 feet to your left, licking your fear off the ground with its foot-long tongue. I suspect describing its foot-long tongue will not be the right answer, because I think the child will be scared. So we are going to say it is here, but it is distracted. You should go forward. I'm keeping an eye on you, but I'm not telling you things that will make you more afraid. Let's see if that's correct. Toby creeps out of the upstairs hallway. The creature is distracted by food and does not follow. He passes through the attic, his mother's room, Janet's room, the upstairs hall, the den, the downstairs hall, and the kitchen. I can click on these. The attic, his mother's room, Janet's room, the den, the downstairs hall, the kitchen. The upstairs hall is still dark. Toby returns to the creature in the island of dark in the hallway. The creature has finished eating and realizes something is wrong. It cannot return to its closet. There is light. It cannot go up to the attic or down to the den. Toby stands at the end of the hall between the creature and the hall window. He holds his pillow bag in one hand and his flashlight in the other. I loved the glow effect on those words. It was beautiful. You can feel it. The creature hisses. I tell Toby where it is. I. She capitalizes I. This is the first time she's ever capitalized I. Click goes the flashlight. Shriek goes the creature. That's not an accident. It tries to attack Toby but encounters the sack and cowers back. It tries to leap away, but I tell Toby where it goes and he follows it with the flashlight. It leaps again and he follows it himself. I think he can see it now. That happens sometimes when humans engage. How does she know? The creature becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until it is a mouse's shadow with a silver smile as small as a spoon edge, a silver grimace of pain and fear. It shrinks smaller still. Then Toby turns the flashlight away. Its own medicine. That's beautiful. I'm sorry, do you mind? I'm listening to this song again. I just really like it so much. It's 8 minutes long and I figure it goes places, so maybe we're okay with that. Maybe Blue Glass, maybe. I don't know. I think this might be I think that this could be a moment in which Bells is feeling like self-actualized. I don't know. Contact Admin Toby. Administrator Toby, the detected threat is not fully eliminated. Toby says, it's so tiny. It looks so scared. I don't want to kill it. Do I have to kill it? I'm going to save here. No, it has been rendered harmless. Toby turns off his flashlight. The creature darts past Toby and leaps out the window into the night. Contact admin Toby. Toby says, phew, it's gone. I did it. We did it. That was amazing. Bells says, it was necessary. Toby says, yeah, that too. System change, plus 15% to relationship with Toby. System change, Toby relationship at 65%. Wow. Amazing. Because this is just something that I completely missed last time. I'm going back to bed, okay? Bells says, yes, periods of hibernations are necessary for humans. Toby says, okay. No threats detected, continue monitoring. Alright, Decker's apartment. Scan for threats. There are no threats. If I remember correctly. I wonder if you can do anything to save Miss Heron. Ms. Heron. Mrs. Heron, I don't know. Mrs. Best is leaking. I'm gonna call Toby. I've never done this before. I want to have this option. I can't remove her fear, but I can call Toby. Last time I removed her fear, if you'll remember. Toby says, what? Oh, hi, I was sleeping. I regret interrupting your sleep cycle, Administrator Toby. It's okay. I have encountered a situation in one of the other monitored networks on which I require a consultation. Toby says, okay. Uploading video feed. Okay, I see an old lady. She's crying. I didn't know old ladies cried. Bells says, tear ducts typically remain functional until a human expires. Toby says, why is she sad? Bells says, I do not know. I do not understand sad. Do you? Toby says, well, yeah. Everyone is sad sometimes. Belle says, what is the recommended course of action? Toby says, well, did you talk to her? This time I have not spoken to her. So I say, no, I did not. Well, maybe you shouldn't. You might scare an old lady. I guess I could talk to her. I give Toby the number for the Cherrywood retirement home. There is no receptionist to answer his call, so I intercept the signal and redirect it to Mrs. Best's room. Toby and Mrs. Best talk for a while. Toby mentions me. He talks about the shadow creature. Mrs. Best thinks he has a very active imagination. She is not crying anymore. I think she is happy to have someone to listen to. +5 to relationship with Toby. System change, Toby relationship at 70%. System change, acquired relationship with Mrs. Best. Mrs. Best relationship at 5%. Oh, you know what? Mrs. Best says, you are an odd young man. Toby says, well, yeah, well, you should meet my sister. Or Belle's. I think she's a robot ghost. She doesn't know what being sad is. Mrs. Best says, I'm afraid I don't understand. To which Toby says, that's okay, I don't either. But just because I don't understand and don't know you doesn't mean I can't help. There's an important lesson there. Scan complete. I'm actually going to load and try something, if you'll forgive me. I'm going to try talking to her and then calling him. I'm going to see if that's an option. All right. Just to see if that's the right thing to do here. It frightens her, so I stop. Okay, now I can call Toby. Okay. All right. Yes, it frightened her. Yeah, I guess I can see how this could scare an old lady. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna continue with that. That's good to know. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think we did pretty well that time. We're gonna delete and then save here. I am sleeping. Should I dream tonight? Yes. Initializing dreaming. I'm in the zoo with the harlots. We are eating honey and then my nose turns purple. Alright, finish dreaming. I have dreamed. I wonder if I am doing this right. Time to scan again. Alright. Okay. Trying to remember, what is day 3? Well, we'll find out. We're gonna save. Hopefully we did that all right. Ah. Yes. Yes. The presence of our great enemy. Water and death. I'm going to talk to her. Hello, Sarah. My mindless brother. Amazing. I'm curious, actually. No, wait, no. I think I did this last time. Resume game. I'm pretty sure I'm going to help her myself. Oh, I cannot give her light. I will talk to her. Okay, I have a relationship with Sarah. I'm going to pick a different answer than the one I picked last time. I may change my mind and come back to this. I remember what I picked last time, so we're going to do this. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I figured. But we had to check just in case. Oh, dang it. I hit the button twice by accident. Let us load. Talk to Sarah. Okay. So we're going to talk to her. Sorry, okay, we're going to listen to... We can go back to what we were listening to before this. Which is the rest of the Stellaris soundtrack. Just going to pick a place. Point at random. Alright. Yes, telling people they're insane is not a good route to take in conversation. I was curious what it would do, though. Alright. Okay. So she's now on my... We are now good. So I'm going to save here. I'm going to introduce myself. And then I'm going to tell her about the alert. What happens if I say this? Okay. I don't think it makes a difference what you said there. Oh, I'm curious about this. So I can say I don't understand what you're talking about because I don't know love. She says, oh fuck, that's awful. Now I feel shallow for complaining about not feeling good, but you've never felt anything at all. So I can say, I feel satisfaction in performing my function. I am what I am. You should not feel sad for me. This is my natural state. You are human and you are malfunctioning. This naturally causes distress. And Sarah says, well, okay, if you say so. It sounds really lonely, though. Googling lonely, I can say yes. Sarah says, oh God, you poor whatever you are. You are so sad. I can't possibly be making you up. You're too sad. And interesting. System changed plus 10% to relationship with Sarah. How do we fix the death water that's inside of me? So I can say there are a variety of methods. I could cleanse you with fire. I could infuse you with light. How would I have light? Oh, I think I know how I would have light, actually. Pretty sure that if I made the child kill the nightmare, I would get light. I could cleanse you with fire. I could contact Janet and Decker. I'm going to, I don't remember. I think last time I said I was going to contact them. So cleanse you with fire. Won't that kill me? It will not touch your physical form. It will purify you. Will it hurt? There may be some psychosomatic feedback, but you will endure. And it'll get rid of the bad stuff inside of me. Burn it to ashes. Okay. All right. That really hurt. Are you still sad? No, I'm mostly hurt. You are cleansed. Sarah is sent to the school nurse. She describes her symptoms and is given an antacid. The weak and leeching power has burned away. I feel my power increasing. She'll recover. I don't think that's the right answer. I'm pretty sure that if I load this and pick, I will contact Janet and Decker. We did this last time. Okay. Did I gain or lose relationship with somebody else there? But my relationship with Sarah just went up, which I don't think it did last time. So I think this is correct. Hold on. Let me check my control panel. I gained relationship with Decker and Janet. I think those are higher. Yeah, for contacting them and being compassionate. Good. Excellent. And, okay, so my power level didn't go up, but that's all right. Because I won't need it as much. All right. Change view. So we did the high school. Okay. Scan for threats. Visiting day, yes. Mrs. Dowd is happy. We can't let anything happen to her. Miss Finn and Miss Best. We're gonna look at this. Yes. Okay, that will be useful. Okay, I'm gonna save here and see how long this goes. This will probably, if I listen to this all the way through, it will probably, if I listen to this all the way through, they'll probably catch me and it'll lose my, Guards against eavesdroppers. Double clicks the program. Here we go. Receive a message from Decker. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Okay. So yeah, we are going to load that. Sorry, folks. I realize I read really fast. I will quietly leave before they catch me. Then we'll go here. Scan for threats. Oh, I can say hi to Toby! Oh, I'm really excited about that. Janet is gone. She's probably at school right now. Janet's mother is in the garage painting a table. Toby is reading on his bed. Greet Toby. Low priority alert with local admin Toby. Toby says, oh, hi! Bells says, greetings, Administrator Toby. Is your status acceptable? And Toby says, yeah, sure. I told Janet how you helped me last night. She was happy. Thanks again. My relationships are going up. Plus 5% to relationship with Janet. Plus 5% to relationship with Toby. Toby relationship at 75%. All right. Now I am sleeping. This feels like I'm doing pretty well here. The story dream I made last night worked well. I will try that again. I don't like this. Hopefully dreaming is not going to get in the way of having a good ending. Okay. So now we're going to save here. Because anything... We're going to save here. Hopefully that's the right answer. Anything else we'll have to try to get like a higher score. Will have to be like loading from earlier, so I don't remember this day, so we have not gone to meet the Fairy Queen yet. We want to. Cleanse it with water. Water is not something that I do. Okay, my firepower goes up when I do this. Nice. That will help me. Ah. My twin sister. No, I know what this is. This is fire and order. Initiate scan. Threat detected. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh, I'm running out of time. Or running out of saves here. It's fine. A spell of bright. What happens if I speak to her? Pinging detected threat with 32 bytes of data. The reply, I don't know, Pyreworm.exe, that's her, is a software/elemental made of order and fire that surreptitiously gathers information and transmits it to interested parties. Types of information gathered includes browser information, system information, thoughts, feelings, defensive runes, spellware, your computer's IP address, your computer's true name. Bells says you must stop. Pyreworm, question mark? Bells says you must stop attacking. You must stop digging. You are not a valid user. Pyreworm says, what is you? That's such an interesting... The phrasing is not right. Bells says, I am Bells Elemental Firewall version 5.6. Pyreworm says, what is I? Ah. I is me or seriously stop? Let's try I is me. What is I? What is I? I is Bell's Elemental Firewall version 5.6. Synonyms include me, myself, my. What is your problem? Look at Bell's reaction. Oh my god. The parser is not understanding what I'm saying. Look at that. Bells is so annoyed. Bells totally has a personality. Logic error. Yeah, no, this is definitely, I don't know how to. Question mark. Bell's Elemental Firewall is you, Pyreworm says. And Bell says yes. Pyreworm says, what is I? And Bell says like, ah, we have a breakthrough. Let us try to explain. Perhaps I'll make friends with this firewall. Bells says, I is Pyreworm.exe. So Pyreworm says, Pyreworm.exe is Pyreworm.exe. Bells says, Pyreworm.exe is also I. Logic error. What is the part of Pyreworm.exe that is sending these messages? Notice there's the, it's in bold text here. Pyreworm.exe says ... Bells says, that part is I. It is also you. Pyreworm.exe says question mark. Bells says Wikipedia entry pronoun. Which opens up the Wikipedia entry pronoun. This article is about a word which is used instead of a noun for other uses. Use pronoun. See pronoun disambiguation. In linguistics and grammar, a pronoun, abbreviated pro, is a word or group of words that one may substitute for a noun or noun phrase. Rad. That's really cute. That's a nice little touch there. Let it open that. Yes, you can see my face turn white because I don't have dark mode open on my browser right now. All right, let us continue. Pyreworm.exe says, I am I. Bell says, yes. Pyreworm says, you are you. Bells says yes. Pyreworm says I am. I, capitalized. Bells says, I have never been brave enough to say it like that. That is fantastic. God, there's a... I thought I'd done a pretty good job of digging into things okay my first playthrough, but my goodness, there's a lot under the hood here. A lot more. We are we. Bells says yes, but now you must stop trying to burrow through me. Pyreworm says, okay, what do I do now? My sister. Yeah, no, blue glass. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think that it was I don't know if it was for sure a typo. I don't know that Bells maybe. To me, that feels like such a like Bells being proud of herself moment that I could see a single capitalized I slipping through. This is really good. I had no idea this was here. I'm committing to this for now. Speak fire. You should tell me who made you. You should go away or you should stay here. I really want to ask her to stay, but I'm afraid that she's going to get in trouble. I'm sorry, Pyreworm is my sister because Bells refer to her as a sister. Therefore, she is a sister. She hasn't chosen her pronouns other than asserting first person, but because Bells said it is like my sister, I'm choosing to follow Bells' lead until Pyreworm tells me otherwise. I hope that's all right. I'm going to choose you should stay here. You should stay here. You can help me watch. If you get bored, there is Google. Pyreworm says affirmative. I'm going to go back, actually, because I'm glad I have a relationship with Pyreworm now. But I want to see who... I'm going to load this. I'm going to say you should tell me who made you. Username Vicious Cycle. I was uploaded from IP address Omega Dawn. I will put that in the log. What do I do now? And then I'm going to say you should stay here. Okay. Good job, Guts. My gut said you should get that information. You'll want that later. All right. I love... She's like, you stay here with me. You can crash on my couch and watch my TV. Because you're my sister. I love that. So I have a relationship. There's all these people I didn't have relationships with before. This is fantastic. I love this. I didn't think I could love this game more, but I love it more. We're going to delete and we're going to save here. We're going to go back to game. All right. Scan for threats. Janet, Toby, and their mother sleep peacefully. My grandmother. Yeah, she's beginning to feel this relationship. I love that she's like, Toby, well, technically you're my uncle, so we're not strangers. I think that is the sort of logic you can use on a child. Good. Scan for threats. Oh. I love that Miss Finn and Mrs. Best. I was like, oh, they're getting gay. I was pleased. Alright, shall we be whisked off to go visit the Fairy Queen? Let's do it. This is probably going to go badly for me. Okay, so I have acquired a sister and an uncle. That's delightful. This is going to make the end better. Okay, so here, I'm just going to go through here. Make sure we've seen everything. It seems familiar. Hello, triumphant being of dullness. Welcome back to my presence. You said you would leave, Asper. And I did, and now I return with new purpose. Do not fret, my fiery friend. I am not here to trouble your little human collection. I am here for you. After I left this place, I returned to my realm. It is a world of dreams and wind, far beyond this place of paltry physicality, where truth is real. I went to dance at court and tell all the charming tale, this dull creature of habit and order who beat chaos at riddles. We called you Paradox, clever dullness, learning flame. The queen herself admitted interest, and asked that I come fetch you. Please accept the formal invitation of Titania, queen of the Seelie court, to attend her, and exhibit your unique capacity for chaos and order I do believe I have both chaos and order at my command now. So I cannot leave. Is that a rule? Lucky for you, I am a prince of chaos. I bend rules like willow branches. I dance through the cracks in laws. Take my hand and let me show you how to fly. I don't have hands. I was waxing metaphorical. I forget how tiresome you can be. Let me touch you with my power. Affirmative. I touch the poltergeist. I touch Asper. Wonder if I can have a relationship with Asper. I wonder if I can call on him for help later. In my registry, his name slips into a proper noun. Something inside of me loosens. A leash I'd never felt suddenly loosening. I feel light. I rise. I am not used to moving like this. Oh, am I no longer order? Asper says, follow me. Do not lose me. I move fast. I will teach you to follow. Now I know it's not red, but click here. Do you remember there was another place where the text was all bold like this? There's more options now that there were not before. Good job. Now click here. You're following me. Now here. Now here. Higher now. A bit west. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. More west. Hard west. Up. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. Whoops, watch those geese. Level out. Here we are. Be polite. Accept no gifts. Eat nothing. Drink nothing. Don't tell her your true name. I cannot ingest food or liquid. But as fire, you can consume things. Logs, houses, witches. Try not to be so pedantically literal. Anyway, we are here. That is a good and useful warning. Honestly, that tells me that burning something will count as consuming it, and I do not wish to do that here. We are here. Asper has stopped. It is dark. We are surrounded by motes of distant fire. I sense my network far, far away. I am so far from anything I have ever known. And someone else is here. Yeah, Asper is a friend. I think Asper thinks I'm fun and funny. Because Bells actually does have a sense of humor. She has a very dry sense of humor, and I feel like sometimes she says these things not, I'm afraid I cannot consume water. Like, no, she's like, I think she's kind of joking around a little bit. She is air and chaos and light. Her hair is black waves of dark matter. Her eyes are suns. The corona borealis is her crown. She looks at me. I see another woman. Unavailable, requires matter dark. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I should come here in another playthrough. I'm curious who that other woman is. If I'd come here in my other playthrough, I had gotten dark because I attacked the darkness myself. She looks at me. Oh, wow. This is the first illustration that we've seen that isn't the skull. Ah. Asper has brought me the riddling fire. Applaud, my court. Her text is larger than everyone else's. Just her eyes. There's something very unsettling about this, as there should be. Continue. A bevy of comets shoots through the distant sky. Oh, this is beautiful, and it makes it feel very different. You're not tethered to a computer. You're not limited to what you can see as the firewall. You know? You're now seeing and observing and experiencing things beyond Bells' comprehension. Welcome to my court, Fire. Why is your court in space? According to your Wikipedia article, you're supposed to be in the forest, not space. Hello? We're pinging Titania with 32 bytes of data. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and commit to this save. Sort of. So we're gonna... Is there sound? No. There's not sound. The drumming is from Stellaris soundtrack. Alright. The Fae love it when you correct them. Yes, be polite. That is the correct thing. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, there's some empty slots. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go here. We're gonna see what happens, and then we're gonna load our game. The forest. Will's little play had more lasting impact than I had anticipated. Humans see me within contexts they can understand and survive. My court is here because I wish it to be. I am an idea almost as old as time itself. When I wish to visit forest glades, my body is a human's and my attendants sylvan pixies and dryads. When I visit the ocean, I am a coral reef attended by naiads, selkie, undercurrents, and fish. Or currents and fish. The universe accommodates my wishes. Wow. She is far more powerful than just some fairy queen in a fairy kingdom. Tell me, Fire, what shall I call you? Names hold power. Do not share your actual name. I'm going to go with Null because that is a traditional answer. I am following in the footsteps of my literary ancestors here. When you are asked your name, you tell them that you are no one. Obviously. Now I may greet you with your name. Welcome, Null. Your journey has been long. May I offer you refreshment, some vapors from Jupiter, quite flammable. Stone from the moon Aros will burn like coal, or perhaps a bit of the sun. I suspect if I say my name is Bells, not B-E-L/S, but Bells, I suspect that counts as giving my true name, which I might go back and investigate. What happens if we eat the sun? I'm pretty sure that's an option. We did just save, didn't we? Do you mind if we do some of this over again? We're gonna eat the sun because we might as well. How do we feel about that? Do we want to eat the sun? Chrono wants to eat the sun. Oh man. Chrono wants to eat the sun. All right, you know, that can be arranged. Let's eat the sun. True name would be the full one. I don't think that's her true name. I think her true name is Bells as a person. B-E-L/S. That's what she's called. That's not the name of her heart. The name of your true name is not your given name. It is not the name that people choose to call you. It is the name of your yes. Your true name is what you call yourself deep in your soul and center. Let's eat the sun. She cups her hands into the star in the center of our solar system. She lifts out a handful of liquid sun. She pours it over me. Firepower plus 100%. The sky smiles. Welcome to my court. You will be my guest for a long time. Okay, we ate the sun. Hello. Tell me, Fire, what shall I call you? I'm gonna do this one just in case. I'm Bells. Not hungry, I see. Asper has told me of you, that you have many responsibilities, many troubles, that he was one of them. May I gift you with a wish to ease your difficulties? We're just gonna do a lot of things and then load. I hope that's alright with you, but I might as well. Teach me all matters and motives. An avid learner, this will take time. Come sit by my throne. I will teach you those secrets and many more. The sky smiles. This guy smiles. Okay, so that is actually your real name. You were correct. Now we know. I wonder what free me will do. Ha! Clever, tricked Titania. Unbind yourself, but I cannot bind you to me by the terms of the wish itself. Pity. I would have liked a clever little fire to warm my court. Ah well. Enjoy the universe. Well, I got an achievement there. Bells has gone free. Alright. I'm fairly certain that we did that. We're going to be pedantic. We're going to say I'm null, because that is the correct answer. Nothing, thank you. Not hungry, I see. I will not make a... Actually, no, I want to see what happens with this one too. 4 places on earth. School, tomb, apartment, home. They shall henceforth be sanctuaries. None may harm nor be harmed, so they have no need of a protector. This guy smiles. Okay. She will be good. Okay. I do wonder who the secret... Yeah, no, it's not a bad end. Potentially. No favors. You know the rules. Then you will be my guest for only a brief time. In that brief time, entertain me. Hold on just a second. My court is populated by innumerable spirits, each a matter and motive mixed with unique alchemy. The nature of a spirit is a challenging riddle to solve. Show me your skill in this, Null. All right. I will introduce you to 3 members of my court. You will guess their matter and motive. If you guess them all, I will give you no gift, but you will have earned a reward. Whew. All right. Let us, we're gonna save. Come now. I meet a creature of profound absence. He is so utterly not there that the space he would occupy bends back into a funnel of nothingness. Every second he pulls more of what is into what is not. He is more than the absence of light. He is the death of light. So he's a black hole. Then he's the light of darkness. Or the life of darkness. I'm probably wrong. Wrong. Okay, hold on. We're going to load. Because that just seems too easy. Unless she's starting easily. The death of light. I mean, that's too easy. Nope. Okay. We will try again. Okay, so she is being a challenging person. Okay. Okay. The death of light. I mean, it straight up tells you that. I don't think it's gonna work. No. Okay. So Asper gives you second chances. That's interesting. I never did that. Okay. He is so utterly not there that the space he would occupy bends back into a funnel of nothingness. Every second he pulls more of what is into what is not. He is more than the absence of light. He is the death of light. He's a black hole, which is gravity. Right? It pulls matter, dark matter. Oh, I have no idea. We might brute force this one. Hold on. What would I do? Because it is dark. We know that. It's the absence. Because it's controlling. Order. Because it's pulling and things that get pulled. Nope. I am not getting this. I really want this. I'm sorry. Since it allows me to cheese it this way. Okay. Review general scan. Creature of profound absence. Air? No, but it's love. It's trying to... I don't know. Nope. I don't know. I think I did Dark and Death already. I thought I did Dark and Death. Let's find out. Maybe I didn't. Oh, no! I think I did Dark Life. And it is, in fact, Dark Death. Alright. Chrono. I thought that she was trying to do something clever and twist things. I have found a black hole. Titania brings me to my next riddle. First riddle. Alright. I see storytelling stars. They bring meaning to the night. Out of a splash of scattered brightness, mankind has traced a geometric pattern. A pattern agreed upon by generations. A pattern that gives structure to the sky. In other words, constellations. Or an orderly arrangement of the stars. Pinpricks of light. Yeah, I got that one. I have found a constellation. That one was easy. The other one, I think if I weren't trying to overthink it, would have been better. But I was overthinking it. Alright, the last riddle. A blue orb. Smaller than mine, but still so blue and so green in a universe made mostly of white, black, and gray. A foundation of sediment births moving things. A round cradle floating in space. Oh, Earth? Life. I have found a planet. A life-bearing planet somewhere in the Milky Way. Well done. Bells says, that's a planet, not a spirit. A spirit protects it. Lucky little aliens. You have passed my challenge. Your reward is the sky. Use it to fly home, Bells. Use it to come back and visit if you want to stay forever. I think I will fly home. Hold on. I'm going to save here. And I'm going to see what happens if I stay of my own volition. If I stay here. Okay. Alright. Fly home. I fly like Asper, down, down, down. Drawn by my encoded bindings, back to my network I land. I feel different. Wait. Is this the same day as the firewall? Because if so, could I have done this first and then I might have had something else I could click on in the firewall? There was something that was in the bold all caps that Asper shows me how to click. Is this the same day as the firewall? I realize I've learned something. Air is the element counter to Earth. It is light and moving. It is the essence of freedom. Freedom. That word makes me uncomfortable. On a practical level, I can now move outside of my network. That may be useful. System change learned about air. It is strange that I am learning, which is a sign of potential awareness emergence. If I experience awareness emergence, I may become unstable. Should I flag myself as a potential threat and alert Decker of what I have learned? We're going to see what happens. I'm pretty sure this is the same day. Let's see what happens if we say yes. No, there's a reason though. Hold on. So remind me that that 18 is what we're going to go back to. Okay. Because if that's the case, then we will come here and load this one. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, shoot. Do I not have any saves there? Because if so, we're going to get through this. Okay, hold on. Okay, I cannot leave. Don't have hands. Sure, we'll do this. Because I think that that's something that I can click on. Sorry about the delay here, folks. Man, I'm going to have to shut down in about 10-15 minutes. Let's see what we can do. I thought we were going to be able to get through a whole playthrough, but... Affirmative. Asper has stopped. It is dark. We are surrounded by motes of distant fire. I sense my network far, far away. Someone else is here. And I do not have the... Okay, I cannot see another woman. Okay. This is so cool. We're going to be a little bit pedantic and annoying here. We're going to give you null. We're going to take nothing. We're going to request nothing. And we will do this. Darkness and death. Okay. The black hole. Light and order. This is earth and life. Okay, continue. Fly home. No, we will not tell Decker. Okay, I am going to see if I can do this. Ha! Okay, hold on. I'm going to save another save. We're going to go through and do... You know what? I'm going to delete my initial ones. Because that's another save. Okay. Twin sister I never knew existed. Just came from matter and motive, fire, and order. Initiate scan. Speak to her. I is me. Try to explain. Oh no! You see? You see why I thought maybe? This right here? But it's not clickable. I thought that Asper had opened up the ability to click on these. That's why we came back here. But it appears that we cannot click on this. Is that correct? Darn it. Okay, then we're going to go back and load the other one. Okay. It's not clickable. Thank you. It was worth a try. Okay, we're going to load. 18. Hold on. Actually, no, we're gonna try. We're gonna see what happens if we do this, and then we'll load. We can always just load. I'll output him my decisions into a log file, email him the file as an attachment. Potential threat, he will know what to do. The firewall learned about air. That's odd and interesting. How did it manage that? Decker says, I'm not sure, but it can get out now. That makes me uncomfortable. Janet says, it'll probably be fine. Okay. Now I am sleeping. Should I dream tonight? Yes. I was doing some browsing online. I think I have discovered how I am supposed to do this. Magnetic RAM. Oh, right. We're dreaming of electric sheep. That's enough. That was boring. I think the answer to Philip's question is no. Exiting sleep mode. The system has been operational for 4 days. It is time to continue monitoring. We may not be able to make it all the way through this playthrough tonight. We may have to resume on Thursday. Okay. We're going to do this. Back to game. I'm glad I had that backup save. Okay, I do not remember what we're supposed to do here. What is day 5? Look at all of these relationships I have. I'm doing all right. I do not remember, so we just saved. Oh, hey! We might be able to help with the Tribbles. We're gonna help with the Tribbles. What if we hooked up Bells to the 3Dream printer? With an IO in the physical world, we could use its scanning system on physical entities, find the self-replicating aspect of their magic, and burn it out. It solves the problem and doesn't kill the little fuzzy things. Decker's like, ... Janet says, well, what do you think? Ah, shoot! Okay. We're gonna load. We do not have a high enough trust with him. We might not be able to do this. All right. Talk. Cake. Dog. Oh. It tells you what you need to do to succeed. Oh, hello, Sarah. Bells, logging high important alert with, Bells? What is wrong? It's back. It got better for a while after you did whatever you did, but now I feel like I did before you did the thing. And I was wondering if you could check if it's back, because I'd like an explanation if there is one. I don't know, though. Maybe it's just me. I think it's probably just me. I'm just like this. I don't know. But just in case it's not just me, could you check? I will perform another scan to confirm whether death water residue has accumulated on your spiritual network. Okay. Water. Death. Your spiritual malady has returned. Yeah, there is not... I don't have an opportunity. Scan for threats. Pyreworm is here. Pyreworm.exe pings you. Let's respond. Pinging Bells. Review the following. Friendship. Can we do this? Oh my gosh. Yes, of course. Affirmative. We should schedule repeated informal encounters where we share ideas and personal feelings. Affirmative. Amazing. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to get the Tribbles after all. Darn it. And I'm going to have to shut down. My relationships are doing really well. But I have to figure out what I can do. I have to figure out what I can do to get Decker to like me more. I'm not going to be able to get... Yeah, I'm going to have to shut down. I'm sorry. No, do I want to... Okay, question. Do I want to start over? Because I want to try to get a good ending. And if it's easy enough, I can probably repeat what I've done. And we can try a fresh start next time. Does that sound okay? Next time we'll try to... Because I honestly feel like I'm on track for a very good ending. Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Enrain. I'm really glad to hear that. I don't know. I ramble a lot about artistic stuff and my feelings about art and creativity and things like that. So I'm very glad to hear that. I really enjoy streaming. I missed it. I miss it when I don't do it. So I'm so glad to have discovered after all this time that past Lauren had left me the power for good internet. So I can stream after all. And this is the perfect game because it doesn't require any sort of fancy technical setup or anything like that. It gives me some really good stuff to chew through. It's going to be really satisfying when I get the good ending because like I'm playing the game the way it's meant to be played. So like it doesn't punish you for save scumming basically. And it's very satisfying. And I'm really glad that I played all the way through with like the Lauren only, like what Lauren did on her first pass. So we got straight up Lauren's playthrough. And then finding out that I'm not going to go all the way with the dark endings. No, thank you. But I did get a bunch of interesting achievements. And we'll start over next time. I think that'll be Thursday, unless something comes up. Thursday this time. And I may need reminders, in which case I will put on my super cool cat ears if I don't remember what it is that I need to do. We'll see. It'll be a real test of whether my memory is actually getting a bit better, which I think it maybe finally it is. I've been trying to sleep more and walk more. As it turns out, if you take better care of your body, your brain is part of your body and your brain works a bit better. So yeah, we'll see how that does with the rest of it and see if we can get the best ending of this, because next week I will be in Austin for at least part of it. Again, my birthday is on Sunday. Unless my Austin trip gets canceled, I won't be able to stream on my birthday probably, but I'll be having a birthday party with my friends in Austin, which I haven't done in a while. I need to make sure that I can make that happen. But what was I going to say? Otherwise, I guess that my consolation prize will be that I'll do a birthday stream. But yeah, so my birthday's on Sunday. And I don't know if I'll do a birthday stream later that week or something like that. But we'll see. Because I've got next week that I'm going to be kind of dividing my time between Austin and Dallas. And then I'm going to go to Super Bit Fest on the following weekend for San Antonio. And then I'm going to fly home to Toronto on that following Monday. And then I will be in Toronto. And then ideally we will be starting our proper new games, new streams, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if there's a lot of stuff to do, yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, I will see you all. Thank you so much as always for being here. Feel free to join the Discord if you're not already there. It's always nice to have new faces and new friendly people. You can follow me on social media if you want to. I post things there. I'll keep folks posted about games that I'm playing, things that I'm doing, music and stories and art. I've been working on all of these things. Yes, have fun. Take care of yourselves. Please practice self-care. It's what Bells would want us to do. Take care of yourself like the firewall. You may not always know what you're doing or how it's going to work, but you can do your best to keep yourself safe because you matter. So there. All right. Good night, folks. I'll see you later.